Hi all, my name is Anne and I am a dropout. After my class 12th, I have joined a coaching center which is near to my province where I live. So basically, I have given my NEET 2025, which is my second attempt. And मैंने ऐसा सोचा कि I would just get some government medical college. Not because my rank was good. My rank was almost ranging from 550s to 600s. That was my score, like max to max 620. Most probably I used to score around 570, 580 range. So at that time I was thinking like maybe I would improve it after the revision. Still just 5 days before revision or before my exam, I scored like 550, which was one of the toughest exams. Still my rank was low, so I had low expectations to be true. I was an online batch student. Still there was no distraction. I have just given my maximum. I was a good studying student in my class 12th. Also I scored about 94.2. I just messed up with English, and that was the reason why my percentage got so low. But still, I just made up. And my first attempt, without any coaching, basically, I got with 385. तो मैंने ऐसा सोचा कि we can just take a drop and let's do what we can just do. But after my first attempt, I just given my max to max to this exam. I just spent everything that I could do. And what happened at last was my score got so low like this. I scored around just 450 range. That was my score. When I was checking all that things about rank prediction, I just knew that the score is really low. Like we can't even get into maybe a government BDS college. So I come from a state which has like lower cutoff, but it is not so low. It was an average cutoff state. So because of that, we cannot predict which college we would just get. Let's hope for the best. I am sure that I'm not going to get any government things. I was so good in chemistry, which I actually messed up. In physics, I was already scoring like just hundreds or 75, that type of score. I got 80 in physics. But in chemistry, I was so upset because I was not even expecting this kind of thing to happen to me. Maybe because of that stress caused due to that some more high level questions from physics. I don't know, literally I was so stuck during the exam. And even biology too, it was so lengthy. I was not able to finish it in 45 minutes, which I usually do, or maybe I do in 40 minutes. If it's very lengthy, max to max like 50 minutes. But this was 1 hour 5 minutes or 1 hour 10 minutes. And even the invigilators were not much good. I didn't felt my experience was kind of good. I was feeling like when the government officials just took all this work, they were not much efficient as how it was being doing till this year. And I just felt myself so much demotivated. But I have just made my mind to think that I should do some college stuff. I shouldn't just go for another year to just spend over this thing, because this is so toxic. We can't even understand, we can't even predict what is going to happen. It will be maybe easy, it will be maybe hard, but like you can't even with just some J advanced questions, and how can you do this? I just don't know. I have given my J attempt. In J attempt, I scored pretty well because I didn't attempt max, a single question in max, and I attempted a total of 43 questions, I remember, and in that I scored like 34 of them was correct for me. I was getting around 133. I don't remember the correct value. I think it's 133, and I got an all India rank of 60K and a 96 percentile. So that was kind of good that you can just predict yourself in NEET. You may score about 500. According to the toughness level, I could have scored about 500 by acing in chemistry, but chemistry just ruined myself. It was because of me. It was not because of somebody. I was not practicing other than this textbook thing. Basically, I just thought, like seeing all the past year questions, I felt it would be from previous years, and I just practiced previous years and all these things from NCRT. But it was kind of, I felt organic questions were somewhat out of NCRT. I didn't know that, but whatever, let us just hope for the best. Whatever I just spent time for, how much books I just used for studying, I would just respect myself, because that was so much effort that I just put into this single exam. And I'm not hoping to get into a government medical college for MBBS and all. I would just go for something under government, some course under government that I could do in a better manner myself. Anyway, let us hope for the best. It's not going to be the best, but let God decide whatever is going to happen. Anyway, you just guys don't get so much demotivated over the things, especially if you are from a kind of backward background, like you are not much economically efficient. Still, don't get demotivated. You should have so many other options. It's not just NEET. And for the people who are studying right now in class 12, I would just recommend that try to crack this exam just after class 12, or take one drop to the max. Being a re-repeater, being a super repeater, taking 3 drops, 4 drops, 5 drops, it is not worth it. I do know that, because so many of my batch mates who I just met during exams, they just preferred me, please don't take a drop again if you are not expecting a good score. Just go for something which is good for you. You just feel. So actually I didn't feel anything other than MBBS during the first times, but later I just understood that it's not this thing just that determines my life. So I just feel like you should go for many other options. That's why I wrote our state entrance exam for engineering, but we don't know what's going to happen. I think the date is coming over, and I would like to inform that too. But let us just hope for the best, for whatever. Anyway, career options are there. It's not just one. It's not just one gateway towards MBBS. It's not only the only thing that you should do. There are a lot of exams. For those who ever are studying class 12, you just should apply for a lot of exams. That was one of the biggest mistake I have done. I never did the state entrance exam, and that was the reason by which I had no other options. It was only the only option that I got was to take a drop. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, let me just end up the video. I would just inform other things soon. Yeah, signing off. Bye.